God put them on your heart until you are together. These 7 signs will never stop. This message found you for a reason. If this message has found its way to you, please pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Let your heart be quiet, because this is not random. You didn't search for this by accident. You didn't click this by mistake. You didn't stay because of curiosity alone. You are here because someone has been placed on your heart. And no matter how hard you try to distract yourself, no matter how much time passes, no matter how many times you say, "I'm done," they remain. You wake up thinking of them. You fall asleep feeling them. You feel them during silence. You feel them during prayer. You feel them when you're strong, and especially when you're weak. And you've asked yourself, why won't God let me forget them? Why does my heart keep going back? Why does this connection refuse to die? Listen carefully. Sometimes, God puts someone on your heart and keeps them there. Not to torture you, not to confuse you, but because your souls are not finished yet. And when God does this, there are clear signs. Not signs that fade, not signs that come and go, but signs that never stop until the purpose is fulfilled. Today, you are about to hear 7 signs that reveal when God Himself has placed someone on your heart until you are together. If even one of these resonates deeply, this message is for you. Sign 1. No matter how much time passes, they never leave your heart. Time is supposed to heal. Distance is supposed to weaken feelings. Silence is supposed to create forgetting. But with this person, none of that works. Weeks pass, months pass, sometimes even years pass, and still they remain. You may go days without consciously thinking about them, but then suddenly, without warning, something triggers their presence. A song, a memory, a smell, a quiet moment, a prayer, a dream, and just like that, they are back, not as a thought, but as a feeling. You don't miss them like you miss someone from the past. You feel them like someone who is still connected to you. That's because this is not emotional attachment. This is spiritual remembrance. When God puts someone on your heart, time does not erase them. Because what God connects is not controlled by clocks. The world says, if they were meant to be, it would have happened already. But God says, what I'm preparing takes time. And until the preparation is complete, He keeps the connection alive. Sign 2. You try to move on, but your soul refuses to follow. You've tried. You told yourself, I deserve peace. I deserve someone present. I can't keep holding on. You may have even met someone new, someone kind, someone available, someone who treats you well. But something feels off, not wrong, just empty. You smile, but your heart doesn't fully open. You try to connect, but your soul doesn't respond. It's not because you're broken. It's not because you're ungrateful. It's because your heart is already reserved. When God has placed someone on your heart, your spirit will not settle for substitutes. You may convince your mind, but your soul knows, and your soul will not bond where it does not belong. This is not punishment. This is protection. God is preventing you from attaching to something that would delay your destiny. Sign 3. You feel them during prayer, not just thought. This is important. You don't just think of them randomly. You feel them most when you're closest to God. During prayer, during reflection, during moments of surrender, during tears, during gratitude. Sometimes you even say, God, please remove them from my heart if this isn't your will. But instead of removal, the feeling becomes clearer, calmer, deeper. That is because God does not highlight what He plans to discard. When someone consistently appears in your spirit during prayer, it is not obsession. It is alignment. God communicates through peace, not anxiety. And if the thought of this person comes with a strange calm, even in longing, that is not coincidence. Sign 4. No matter what happens, you never wish them harm. Think about this carefully. Even after disappointment, even after silence, even after misunderstanding, even after separation, you still wish them well. You don't want revenge. You don't want them to suffer. You don't want to see them fail. You want them healed, protected, happy. That is not ego-based attachment. That is unconditional love, the kind that comes from God. Human love says, if you hurt me, I stop caring. Divine love says, even if you hurt me, I still want your peace. When God puts someone on your heart, He aligns your heart with His. And God does not create bonds rooted in destruction. Sign 5. Every attempt to let go feels forced, not natural. Letting go is supposed to feel like relief, but with this person, letting go feels like betraying your own heart. You can say the words, I'm done, but your spirit whispers, not yet. You can block them, avoid places, delete memories, but the connection doesn't dissolve. It goes quiet, and quiet is not gone. God never rushes endings that He hasn't finished using. If letting go feels unnatural, heavy, or forced, it may be because you are trying to end what God is still working on. Sign 6. You are being prepared, not pulled closer yet. This is where many people misunderstand God. They think, if God wanted us together, why are we apart? Because preparation comes before union. Look at your life honestly. Since this person entered your heart, you've grown emotionally. You've healed wounds. You've learned patience. You've developed boundaries. You've matured spiritually. God often separates souls to shape them individually before joining them together. If He brought you together too soon, you would damage each other instead of completing each other. Delay is not denial. Distance is not rejection. Sometimes distance is training. Sign 7. Deep down, you have a quiet, unexplainable peace. This is the final and most powerful sign. Despite confusion, despite unanswered questions, despite missing them, there is a quiet peace in your chest that says, this isn't over. Not loud, not dramatic, not desperate, just calm certainty. That peace does not come from hope, it comes from knowing. God does not give false peace. If He wanted you to move on completely, He would remove the feeling, not sustain it. Closing message. What God is asking of you now. If this message touched you, hear this carefully. Your job is not to chase. Your job is not to force. Your job is not to wait in suffering. Your job is to trust. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Trust that God sees what you don't. What is meant for you will not miss you. What God has written cannot be erased by distance. What He connects spiritually cannot be destroyed physically. If God put them on your heart, He knows exactly why. And if you're meant to be together, nothing will stop it. Not silence, not distance, not fear, not time. Welcome to Psychology Fact. If you're curious about the hidden truths of the mind and heart, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss a fact that could change the way you see life.